Hey, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, good evening, depending on your viewing preference. It is Pastor Bob with another Daily Bible Reading Insight. Welcome, West Willow Church family and Facebook family. Today is day 180 in our Read Through the Bible in a Year program. That means we are in Acts chapter 9, just the beginning, 1 through 22, and Job 16 through 18. Hey, I want to talk to you about a sensitive subject today. It comes up in both our Old Testament reading and our New Testament readings, and that is this idea of God bringing hardship into our lives. Not just allowing it, but actually being the cause of hardship. There's this modern theology, I will say, modern thoughts about God, that God is incapable of doing anything that would harm us. Because God's love is 100% peace-filled, it's 100% kind, it is simply incapable of doing anything that would lead to suffering and hardship for us personally. You might have heard this type of thinking before. You might even subscribe to it a little bit. It's okay. Here's how we got to this place. We as Americans, more than I think anybody else in the world, we worship the God of comfort. We worship the God of pleasure, and so unconsciously we have remade the God of the Bible into this God who always wants to give us comfort and always wants to give us pleasure and never wants to give us anything hard. Can I get an amen? Am I preaching to somebody? Now, I love this vision of God. It makes me really happy. It does. I love it. But this is not how God shows up in the Bible. Not even close. And particularly in our readings today, in the Acts reading in chapter 9, God shows up to Paul, who's still Saul, and blinds him, causing tremendous discomfort. In Job 17, listen to this. This is how Job describes his comfort, starting in verse 12. I was living quietly until he shattered me. He took me by the neck and broke me in pieces. Then he set me up as his target, and now his archers surround me. His arrows pierce me without mercy. The ground is wet with my blood. Wow. So what's the takeaway? How do we get closer to God through this? Well, two things. One, do I think God is any less loving because he brings discomfort into my life? No, not at all. In fact, most of my most important life lessons have been through pain, have been through discomfort and even a little bit of suffering. So I know that there's good in them. And two, if we believe that God can be working through those hardships and discomforts and tough battles, it transforms how we see them, listen to me, and then we transcend them and we're able to get closer to God, which may have been his plan all along. No matter what you're going through right now, know that God is with you in it and that he is using it to bring you closer to him. Amen? Pastor Bob with another Daily Bible Reading Insight. We'll see you tomorrow.